Hello. Uh, how is everyone doing? Hopefully they're doing alright. Better than most, I hope. Better than most. Today's a bit of a different stream. I had planned to do a bit of a gaming stream and maybe show off a little bit of what I got off Temu, because Temu now can deliver to South Africa, and you know your boy copped some stuff, but that's not the case today. Uh, the case today is that I've felt pretty shit the entire day. Pretty much felt shit the entire day. Because I've come to the realization that the world is only getting worse. And it's not climate crisis, it's not war between Israel and Palestine. The real problem is that in the next 100 years, we might just not have a world. No? You know? But of course, people have said that time and time again. I mean, everyone predicted 2012 was going to be the end of the world, so we made it another 12 years. Why can't we do another 100? Well, I'm going to give a little bit of disclosure here. I'm just turning 20 in a month. Okay? I'm 19. So my view of the world is stuck to South Africa and what I read online. And of course, no one ever lies online. No one's ever lied online before. I can believe everything I read on there. And that's pretty much the case today. Is that not about something I read that was fake or whatever, but it's more about, dude, like, we have to sort something out. I'm not saying we as in me and my stream. I'm not saying me as in like me. Dude, someone like needs to do something. And it's not a let's all rise up together or make a petition or stand forward, put this in your bio or dude, like this is real shit. This is bad. So we're gonna talk about a few things today. I don't want to make this long. I want to keep it like an hour or so. Uh, but I just, man, what the fuck is going on in the world? So, hi everyone. I think this is the first face cam stream I've done. The lighting's shit. Uh, because my light's off. Okay, I just feel like keeping them off. I don't know where this red light is coming from the side, but so be it. You don't have to really focus on me. This isn't about me. This is about what we're gonna be chatting about today. Uh, Pretty much the main issue that I've found out today. So first of all, let's get this out the way. If you've been on Twitter today, you've obviously seen that there has been some issues with Wilbur today. If you stay on Twitter, if you're on the, I guess, Minecraft side of Twitter, quote unquote, I use Opera GX, bro. Opera GX is sick. I don't care if they mine my data. Chinese can have my fucking data. If that's what they want, that's what they want, dude. They can take it. I don't care. Everyone, the whole Opera GX thing was that apparently it's owned by China and they stealing your data. Dude, they can take my data. I don't care. The most I'm gonna get on my data is that I like watching YouTube and like gaming videos. That's the data that I have, pretty much. So they can take it. Anyway, I'm gonna focus on this. Thank you, Kicking Band, for joining me. It's not gonna be fun, this stream. It's gonna be pretty sad, I guess. So please, you don't have to stick around, I promise. I'm pretty much just gonna make this and either post it to YouTube, post it to Twitter, and then leave it there. I'm not gonna speak about this anymore. I literally told everyone in one of my tweets to shut the fuck up. So I'm gonna shut the fuck up after this. About everything. Uh, yeah, so Wilbur had some allegations thrown against him from Shovel, another Minecraft YouTuber, and pretty much what happened is that Shovel went on stream. I think I pulled it up here. Yes, yeah, she was talking about this on
Needed him
stream.
to really stop biting so hard. I didn't like it, and I tried telling him over and over again because he wasn't actually trying at all to not hurt me. Um, but he said he would try at first. And
So, uh, the whole thing that's come out of this is that Wilbur and Shovel were in a relationship for a while, and they split up, and I think they split up a few months ago. I have no clue. I'm guessing so because this has only come out, and she's been tweeting regularly for about a month or so. So it's been a while since they've been split up. But what's come out now is that Shovel says that when they were dating, Wilbur had this thing where he would bite her as a sign of affection, but during intimate acts, they had a safe word, and she would say the safe word, and he wouldn't stop. And she used the phrase that he would actually bite harder. So that's fucked. First off, in if you are at an age, and this is a big topic for today, if you are at an age where you are having sex regularly, let's be honest, let's just put it the way it is, and you implement the use of a safe word, that is the most important thing in sex. If the safe word is implemented and used from time to time, that's the no. That's the cutoff. When someone says that, you stop. Okay, that's not a okay. Maybe stop in 5 minutes, or I'm just saying that. No, you stop, bro. You stop right then and there. You stop what you're doing and you check if they're okay. That's the way it's meant to go. Okay, let's all establish that. So let's just finish this part off, and then I'll continue speaking.
and then he started saying things like it was my pain tolerance that was too low, or I'm exaggerating how much it actually hurts. He's not even biting that hard. I'm being dramatic. Um, but his biting escalated to a point where I was covered in bruises all over my arms, and they hurt, and he would poke at them for fun. And he even felt so comfortable showing off my bruises that he had caused to our friends because he would bite me so hard by accident. By accident, he would even joke that it looked like he abused me. I needed him to.
So as we have established there, I just want to take a moment quickly. Sorry, I'm a chronic nicotine addict, so I need to go and find my device that supplies the addiction. I'll be back with you in like a minute. Won't even have to minutes, just need to find it. Sitting on my bed or something. Wrapped up in blankets and sheets and shit. Found it. Got it. Apologies for the gap in the video. I do want to keep this kind of semi-professional, but uh, sorry, my bad. Okay. Second off, also saying sorry, pretty easy if you're genuine about it. I am sorry. That's all it took. That will come in about 10 minutes. You'll understand why I said that. Okay. So we've established here that Wilbur. Okay. Just to reply to Kicking Ban. No, he was a child. Some people do just have an affectionate way, or ways of showing affection, whether that's like play fighting, or biting, or like hugging excessively, cuddling. You know, there's just different ways of showing affection. But the problem comes with the fact that Wilbur's way of showing affection led to harm, not affection and I guess whatever Wilbur was doing was misconstrued in his mind as like his way of showing love, and also like you know it's a little bit weird that he would show off her bruises to their friends, like, oh look, it looks like I abuse her. No, no, not when you caused it, dude. If she's got bruises all along her arms and her legs and her neck or wherever it is. Oh yeah. Hey, how you doing? Uh, I do have a face cam. Just yes. Hi. Um, you don't show that off. That's not something you quote unquote show off. You know. Just give me 1 second. Shit. I just really want to keep this professional, but I will be back with you in maybe like 5 minutes? Sorry, just gotta take care of something quickly. Okay, just gonna do that quickly. Let me go help him. To stream. Okay. Should Alright, I'm back. Let us continue what we were previously discussing. So, it's a very difficult situation because abuse is always a very difficult topic for anyone to talk about. If it's towards them, towards someone they know, someone they love, care about, it's very it's a very difficult subject. And I've heard both sides of this the coin. Both sides of the story. As in both sides of the story being the rampant fan interactions from each side of the content creators. You have Shovel fans who are just colliding with the Wilbur fans and they're attacking each other. I've seen enough death threats on Twitter today than I need to in a lifetime. If that puts it into perspective, and this is Minecraft YouTuber drama, and I put it in Minecraft YouTuber drama. I'm not trying to take away from the fact that this is a really fucked up situation. It's fucked, okay? What Wilbur did is he has, first of all, a lot of apologizing to do, okay? A lot of apologizing. And to segue from a lot of apologizing, let's actually look at his statement, his official apology, which was this. It reads, "In the past week, a series of allegations have been made over my conduct from an ex-girlfriend. I want to emphasize that, although I feel it fair to offer my perspective, this person's feelings are completely valid. I have taken my time sharing the statement as I wanted to process and respond respectfully and with the hope to gain a deeper understanding for the situation. During our relationship's final months, I regrettably became slobbish, disrespectful, and selfish. These actions caused a lot of pain to my ex-girlfriend, and I've since sought therapy to address these behaviors, making significant lifestyle changes to rectify my past actions. I've come to realize how much my past behavior hurt this person, but I truly, compassionately believe I have made great strides from the person I once was, and hope I can continue to grow and improve on this trajectory." Second page reads, "The allegation of abuse, particularly in the form of biting, deeply shocked me. Throughout our relationship, I understood from our numerous conversations and text message exchanges on the subject that this behavior was consensual, playful, and reciprocally enjoyed. I truly believe those personal message exchanges reflect mutual affection and understanding. Out of respect for her, I choose not to publish them, and I emphasize my perspective is not shared to diminish or invalidate anyone's feelings. Instead, I share it in the hope that I can offer a genuine, fair, and relevant insight into my understanding of the situation. While I may perceive our interactions differently, I recognize that this person has proceeded and expressed feelings of hurt. I want to extend my sincerest apologies for any pain I've caused. I'm fully committed to understanding and addressing her concerns going forward. I hope any perspective sheds light on dedicated. Oh, hold on, wait. I hope my perspective sheds light on this situation without distracting from its message. I'm dedicated to earning and maintaining the trust of those and me, of the trust of those around me, and hope I continue to be held to these high standards I wish to attain and maintain. Well, sorry if I messed up a bit of the wording, but we get the message. So that was Wilbur's quote-unquote apology. The many issues that, as you can see, if I scroll through the comments, people that he's collabed with, worked with, quote-unquote streaming isn't working, like, he's worked with these people. He's streamed with them. He's talked to them, DM'd them, chatted with them, hung out with them. Like, these are people that would be, quote-unquote, like, what do you call them? They're not necessarily his friends. Acquaintances, I guess. Acquaintances that he has known throughout his career as a streamer. And they were dogging on him. Like, they just purpled. Dream. Like, Brooke AB. There was some other. Asher. Uh, just Chubby? Chubby? There were quite a few people. I don't recognize all of them. I'm sorry if these are some streamers or content creators that are commenting. I don't know all of them. So I don't know if these are some streams. I'm only looking at the ones I recognize, okay? So Dream made a response to that. I'll glance over it. I don't really want to get into the whole thing because I don't want to be running down the same tweet for half an hour. Because I could go through all these replies and it'll take me 3 hours to get through everything. More, even, because people are still replying to it. Dream made a response. You can read through it. You can pause the video here and watch it and read through it. There's one slide. There's a second slide. Pause it if you would like to read it. His summary is a lot better, and his explanation is a lot better, and Wilbur should really take advice from what Dreamer said. As you can see, the comments are fully supporting him. Kind of strange that I think. You know what? Okay, sorry. I thought this one. It said I met fucking Dream, and I thought this was someone. I thought it said I hate fucking Dream, and I was like, oh wait, this person's agreeing with him. That was actually a plot. That was a point that I thought I had. It is not. My bad. This person said I met fucking Dream, not I hate fucking Dream. Okay, so that's Dream's response. His was a lot better. Please read through it as well. I don't want to keep digging up this whole thing, this whole tweet, because as you can see, there's a few tabs you want to get through. My main concern is not this drama. This drama should be sorted out by the parties at B, the parties involved, not the parties looking on from their opera glasses in the peanut gallery, giving their 2 cents every 2 seconds, you know? So that was Wilbur. Obviously, there's a bunch of comments from a lot of people dogging on him for his response, people saying ChatGPT wrote it, you know, the sort of Twitter replies you expect being on, well, Twitter. And then Shovel made a tweet, was it today? It was yesterday. Yesterday, yes. She said, I could not imagine what I woke up to today. My ex pretended he thought I enjoyed being hurt, and all of my friends immediately coming to my defense. The support has brought me to tears. I don't even know what to say. I'll be back. I'll just be taking a little bit of time. And for the record, I don't accept the apology. And also, you had some people in here, like, look at this. Look at these. These are all very well-known people. Jacksepticeye, Tapo, Eric, Carl, Sylvie, Rat the Dog, which I think Rat the Dog. I don't know who Rat the Dog is. He's someone from that group. I remember that mentioned in a video once. And Frost, like Brooks here, Origin SMP. like there are a lot of people behind her, which there should be, because this is fucked. Uh, I made a post about it, a long thread, because, dude, I was very upset. Just, you know what, I watched Wilbur for a long time. That was pretty much my introduction into, like, the whole Minecraft YouTuber, like, thing. Before, like, the people I used to watch was, like, Dan TDM, and, like, uh, like, Dan TDM, like, popular MMOs, like, Sunday, like, the OG ones I used to watch, but, like from like 4 years ago, like lockdown stuff. It was like Wilbur, it was J Schneider, it was Lunch Club. Like Carson got fucking cancelled. I love Carson. Now Wilbur got cancelled. I love Wilbur. This isn't about content creators being cancelled. This isn't about cancelling anyone. He did some fucked up shit in the real world. This isn't some online bullshit which you can. This isn't a trend. This isn't like a. This isn't that. You know. This is reality, my friend. And that's why I wanted to make a tweet, because I was lying on my bed and I spent about an hour just reading through posts. And the more I read through it, the worse I felt. I just felt so shit. Like, how? How 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 has the world come to this? You know? And like, I'm in a third world country, okay? I'm from South Africa. I live pretty well. Okay, I'm streaming to you from a really nice laptop. I have a mic set up right here. I'm not poor by any standard. I'm not rich by any standard. I'm working pretty well in the middle. Okay? But like, I still have my problems in my country. You know, there's rampant violence. We're like number one in the world for like violence. Well done, South Africa. Congrats. Let's actually lower those numbers instead of keeping the number one spot, shall we? Different topic for different time. Let's keep on the issue. Come on, Chris. Keep on the issue. Okay. So, I'm just gonna start with this tweet because I've totally lost my train of thought. This is my tweet that I made. I was feeling shit about the whole situation, and I just want to pretty much speak out about it, you know? So I'm going to read my tweet. You can go and look at it yourself if you want to. Me reading it is too fast, or you want to go fact check what I wrote, or you can just pause the video, or skip through this part. If you don't like my words, please, by all means, skip through it. It's probably going to take me like 5 minutes to read through and analyze what I said. So if this video is on YouTube or Twitter, TikTok, wherever I posted it, or wherever it's gone to, please, you can skip through this part. Side note, I'm not going to be editing this. This is going to be a straight clip. I might actually edit out the gaps where I had to go tend to other personal matters, but I might cut out those parts. Those only parts I'm going to cut out. Everything else is going to be dead straight, just so that, you know, this is what you get. This is what you get. Okay. Okay, so this is what I said. I said, seeing all this Wilbur shit kicking off, I've seen so much from both sides. My issue is that the private situation can be brought into the public eye, but should be settled between private parties. I don't have a full idea of what Wilbur did. All I've seen is the biting. Okay, so this part over here, this first part is pretty much saying, to sum it up, is that they're both content creators. They pretty much live their lives in the public eye. Okay? That's just what comes with the job. Obviously not me, because I have 30 followers. These people have like 30 million followers combined, you know? That sort of thing. So, this sort of thing, I feel like Shelby was absolutely in her right to bring it forward into the public eye. Talking about it and just letting everyone know that what she's gone through is shit and fucked up, but she's going to take a break for a little bit and she'll be back to her regular streaming or regular viewing whenever she wants to, whenever she feels comfortable and happy enough to. I feel like that's perfect. 100%. If I had some shit going on, I mean, when I, quote unquote, had a little bit of virality with that one video, I think I posted a video about a month later just saying, hey, sorry, I'm going to go away from it because I had like school exams to do. You know? And I mean, these are very two different situations, but bringing something about your private life into the public eye, you know, it's normal for content creators. The problem I have is that Now everyone on Twitter thinks that they are part of it. You know, everyone. Everyone thinks that they are in and amongst, and they deserve to know every little detail going on. Let me be very. Let's have a little chat, shall we? No, no, you don't. You don't deserve anything. You don't deserve anything from anyone regarding their public lives. No, you don't. Why? Because very simple. You're not involved. Do you know these people? Do you know where Wilbur lives? Have you been to his house? Have you been to Shelby's house? Do you hang out with him? Do you give them a call one day? Hey, I want to hang out. No, you don't, because you don't know these people. These are people. What you see is their online persona. What happened now is to actual people who, in their right, don't actually have to give you an explanation for anything. Shelby did it. She put herself out there, which was actually quite brave, to stick herself out into because this went her way. Twitter is a cesspool. It could have gone the polar opposite way, and everyone like, oh, where's your proof? You didn't show any proof. You didn't show any proof. But just that all her friends came together and supported her, fucking brilliant. That is fantastic. And yes, that's fantastic. Her friends. Do you hear me say that? Did you hear me use that word, friends? It's great that her friends came and supported her. She even said that in her tweet. She's so glad that a lot of her friends came forward and supported her. Her friends. Her real friends. Not you. You're not her friend. You're a viewer. And you're not trying to DM Leonardo DiCaprio after like a movie bombed or something. No, it's the same as a streamer. They're in the public eye, but they're not your friend. Sure, Ludwig did a whole. Remember, Ludwig did a whole video on like streamers are not your friends. Parasocial relationships are dangerous. But I just, it's just terrible. It's terrible that this is going on. Let's read through my next part. I think I'll read through like 2, 3, and 4. We'll summarize that, and then we'll move on to the last part. It's an 8-part thing. It's going to take longer than 5 minutes, so please skip like 10 minutes if you are going to skip. Probably should have said that before, but oh well. Okay. But people have been using clips from YouTube videos that were obviously skits. There are obviously skits. Keep a man accountable for what he's done, not for what he may have done. A hate brigade of death threats and misinformation will only do all parties harm. People close to Wilbur, friends, family, or other content creators, people who didn't know what happened behind the scenes, are going through some serious grief. So instead of wanting to join the hate nation, try and respect that people are going through something terrible. Okay? Shelby has spoken out about it and support those who have been trespassed, and that apology was fucking god awful. Just so we're all on the same page. Losing someone not through death, but due to their ill actions, can sometimes actually be worse. Imagine rethinking every moment and every encounter with that person and thinking, were they actually lying? Are they actually like that? Do I actually know that person? Do I? That's some serious fucking grief that a lot of people are going to have to deal with now. So this isn't a trend or a game or some funny internet drama. This is some serious shit going on. I feel like these 3 paragraphs are quite self-spoken. We'll get into the clips now because I do actually have a thread that I want to look through and just show that this isn't what we should be doing. Support Shelby, obviously. Victims should get support. Shelby support squad is right there on the screen. Shelby's right there on the screen. 100%. Help. You don't have to speak out about it, by the way. Silence isn't violence. If you're not speaking out about it, you're not doing anyone any harm. So, you don't have to publicly support. You don't have to privately support. You can just support. Just be like, you know what? I'm on your side. Or I'm with you. I'm going to back you and support you. You don't have to say it. You can just be there. No? Let's just bang on about these last few. Okay? So here's a fun idea. Let's all just shut the fuck up for a second. I'm not taking my own advice here, which I should be. Well, I'm going to finish this video, post it, and then hopefully not have to talk anymore about it. I will be talking more on the main point of this stream. As you see, the stream title is very, 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 like, intense. And this isn't just about YouTube drama. This isn't just about what's happened between these two streamers. This is bigger. Okay? So let's just work through these and get through this situation, because then we can move on to the bigger situation, which I want to talk more about. Okay. So here's a fun idea. Let's all just shut the fuck up for a second. Many people making the comments under pages will blindly believe all opinions that coincide with theirs. So no matter whose side you're on, let's all just take a deep breath and shut the fuck up. These are actual people with actual lives. Just because the only way you see and interact with them is through a screen doesn't mean that their lives should be on full display on a screen either. How about we let the people involved in the situation deal with it? I am not involved. You are not involved. Unless you're a person who has some sort of real world relation to this group. Don't try and join a side. Support Shovel. You can support by not adding fuel to the flame. This isn't a witch hunt. This is someone who did some fucked up shit many times and has some serious fucking apologizing to do. This isn't a trend. These are people's lives. Having to reiterate that because I've seen some death threats and other unsavory behavior in the replies. So thank you, stay well, shut the fuck up. Okay? I know. Ending is not good. Okay? I was mad. I was upset. I mean, come on, man. I'm seeing so many death threats, man. How is it? Why are death threats common? Excuse me? You know, like, dude, it's, how is it that death threats are common? I saw about 10 through the hour of scrolling I did. The hour. In an hour, I saw one every 6 minutes. Scrolling through a Minecraft YouTuber thread. Okay? We hear that, right? Minecraft YouTuber thread. And there were so many death threats. Wilbur, you probably won't see this. This probably isn't going to go anywhere, but if you do, bro, apologize. Properly. Not getting your PR team to wiggle around some words to make you sound like you are totally inexperienced in the way that you speak or act. You are an adult. You are like 5 years older, 6 years older than me. Do it. Man, it starts with an apology. The moment you say sorry, you're on the right track. You can recall this apology. Recall it. Take it down. Check. I know you've seen the replies. You haven't turned off your phone and not checking Twitter. I know you've seen the replies. And you know what? Even better, don't take it down. Leave it up there. And then make a better apology where you actually address what you may have done as wrong. And if you genuinely believe that the way you were acting towards Shovel in your relationship, the biting, the bruises, whatever, if you genuinely believe that that was your way of expressing affection and admiration for your partner, if you fully believe that, go ahead. Prove it. Show us. Show us some information. Show us. Or better yet, actually, don't. Don't. Because everyone wants to know, ooh, what's happening here? Don't. Sort it out with Shelby in private. Sort it out with your family in private. Actually, don't make another statement. How does that sound? Because I know everyone wants him to make another statement so they can get their reply in and they can get some likes. No one actually gives a shit about what's happening. And we will get back to this in a second. I just want to show this Ludwig clip that I pulled up from today. He made a thing called a video called "Is Streaming a Hard Job?" Something along those lines. And he posted it yesterday, and he took it down, and he re-uploaded it today. And people were mad at him because they were saying, "Oh, he's protecting his son, or Aiden Ross, or whoever he was protecting, whatever." This guy who he's talking about now sent him a DM saying no balls because he took his video down. And then in the community that was talking about the issue about Ludwig, he put this on screen. He tweeted this thing saying wish assassinations were still a thing. And I just want you to listen to Ludwig speak about how things are going. And I 100% agree with him on an even larger scale. Fucking worldwide scale. What he said in these next fucking 30 seconds cured me from feeling, it made me feel so much better. Because I thought I was so wrong in the way that I was thinking. I thought that putting so much hate into the world, death threats, for a guy you don't know? This man has done some fucked up shit, okay? Fucked up shit. Abuse, okay? To a partner is what it's looking like. Fucked. Apologize to the person. Don't do it over Twitter. You know what? Text her. She said he kind of cut all contact with her. Send her a text message and you detail how sorry you are to her. Or if you feel like you still feel like that how you were acting was for affection, then you tell her that I'm so sorry. I didn't know this was. You genuinely try and prove how to her, not to us. Well, you have nothing to prove to us. No, you don't have anything to prove to us. If you go off the internet for a year, everyone will forget about you. Okay? If content creators pretty much leave for a year, of course their fans will still be lingering, but a majority of people will just forget about you. Okay? So, what I'm telling you to do now is you're not going to wait this out. Don't wait this out. This isn't a wave, because a lot of people will forget about you, but they won't forget about the situation. So you can't wait this out. But viewers and people on Twitter, you don't deserve an explanation. You don't deserve proof. You don't deserve a single thing unless you are directly involved in the situation. You are not involved. Do you hear me? You are not involved. I'm not involved. I'm not involved. Very simple. Thank you, Kicking Bad. I'm glad you still remember. I'm glad you're here. My loyal viewer, Kicking Bad. Thank you. But, dude, Wilbur, as I said, this video will probably go nowhere. But if you somehow, in the greater scheme of things, hear me and see me speaking to you, man, don't go on Twitter. Don't go on Twitter. Just, all you need to do is talk to the people who you've trespassed, who you've had ill intent to. Talk to your friends, your actual real life friends, and you tell them how sorry you are about hiding this from them, or you tell them that you really thought it was just all a game, it was all affection, it was all fun of their relationship. Tell them that, and explain to them that you genuinely couldn't see that there was a problem. You thought it was all fun and games. Tell them that. Or tell them that you were fucked up in the head. So fucked up you found joy in the pain of your partner. Okay? And you tell them that you need serious help. And that you're going to try and get it. If you are actually serious about getting things done. If you're not, well then, put another half-assed apology on Twitter and come back in 6 months and try and make a career again. Who knows? Who knows? But let's just listen to what Ludwig has to say, because holy shit, it is the best thing I've heard in probably 2 weeks. Let's just listen.
And then I scrolled up in our DMs and I found out that this dude was my viewer 5 years ago. Hey man, love your streams. They help me out a lot when I'm bored or sad. When I have disposable income one day, I'll give you a few shekels a month. Dude, what the fuck are we doing, man? I feel like a crazy person. But when I see all this division, I feel like they're not humans. I feel like most people on this fucking earth, if I sat with them and drank a beer with them, I could get along. I could see their struggles. I could empathize with them. I could see what inspires them, and we could have a conversation. But when I see people online, they don't feel human, man. It fucking blows my mind that a dude who used to watch me when I had 200 viewers, I went back to the stream, 200 viewers, right? Who used to fucking chill ass dude, can now be a guy who's wishing for assassinations. Cause why? The guy you don't like online is millionaire? Said something you don't like? It's the most un-American thing I ever heard in my fucking life.
Just getting to the American stuff, he talks about freedom of speech and whatnot, but that's how I felt today. Reading through replies of someone like, you wouldn't see. So if the couple next door to me got into a domestic violence incident, you know what happens? No one sends them death threats on Twitter. They call the cops and they get arrested. Okay? I don't think Shovel has enough proof, really. I don't think she really thought it would ever come to this point in a career where she would have to try and speak about. Sorry, just give me a second. I don't think she ever thought there would be a point in her life where she would have to try and take an ex-boyfriend to like prison or court over domestic abuse. I don't think she ever thought about that. Therefore, I don't think she kept logs and whatever. So, I'll see if you did, and there's enough evidence, take him to prison. Do it. If there's enough evidence and he's done those things to you, prison. Put him in jail. See how many years he gets, whatever it is, put him in jail. Done. If you have the proof. If you don't, well, sorry. I'm sorry. It's no consolation to what's happened, but I guess you finally got to hear some sort of sorry. Anyway, what Ludwig's saying and the sheer amount of hate I saw today. I'm not defending Wilbur, right? Tweet clearly states the opposite, and I think I've stated quite well in the stream so far that I don't support what he's done. But why so much negativity? In the sense that all his friends and people he's worked with are making statements against him. You don't need to do that. It's just, Twitter's become some part of like a hive mind where people just egg each other on until someone steps too far. And my main issue with a lot of this is that a lot of these people aren't even old enough to drink, to drive, to own a license, to buy their own cell phone contract, to own a credit card, own a debit card. Like, there's some people who are at the age of literally 12 up to like 22, but mainly they are teenagers exposed to sheer amounts of online trauma from other people. Do you know the effect that the internet has had on people. Do you actually? Because I don't think anyone does. There are people who woke up today and saw that tweet from Shovel, and instead of expressing their and deepest apologies and sincerest empathy towards her, instead of empathizing with her and supporting her, they went straight to violence. And that's the problem. That's the problem. Is that I advocate for positivity in a lot of aspects, and I want people to try and do the same. You can call out Wilbur. I said that's some fucked up shit you did. But I gave the instructions to the start of redemption. A proper apology to the person, not to the crowd, not to the peanut gallery, to the person and the people involved, the friends and the family that your actions have hurt. You don't owe us an apology. You owe them an apology. Can we all agree with that? Can we all? And if you don't agree with that, that's fine. But I think where I'm coming from is it's a pretty good standpoint. People who just watch the videos, you're not involved. And I think I have to keep reiterating this because there's literally been like 100,000 plus tweets today. And maybe 50 of them have been from friends or families or co-content creators putting support for Shelby and putting down Wilbur. The other 99,000 is just people. And you know what? Half of those people only went and supported Shelby. And for that, well done. Put your support out there for people who have been hurt or abused. Support them because they need it. They need people behind them and friends and family. Don't push it too far. Remember, you're not their friend. Give them a nice condolence. Empathize with them. And be background support. They don't want you in their face, constantly asking them if they're okay. I can tell you that from experience. That makes things worse. Don't continuously badger them. How they're doing. Are they okay? Do they need anything? They'll get enough of that from their friends and family. They don't need an extra 2,000 to 10,000 to 20,000 people telling them that. That can only make a situation worse. So please just say you're sorry that this happened, you empathize, and that you will support. And you'll be there for them when they get back on their feet, and you'll stick around for as long as they might need you, you know? But be background support. Put one message and leave. They'll scroll through, Shelby might scroll through and see your message and think, well, thanks, you know? But she doesn't need 8, she doesn't need 10, she doesn't need 20. That was the good half. The bad half was just, you know, the bad shit I saw today, which I watched some bad shit as a kid. I did the whole run the gauntlet, you know, the classic. It was run the gauntlet, there was 2 girls, 1 cup, you know, live leak. I've seen people die. Nothing has made me feel as bad as what I've witnessed today. It scared me for the pure fact that these are kids, dude. I know I'm just out of it. I know I'm turning 20, but man, I'm still a teenager. Congrats, I'm 19, but if I can fucking point out that there's a problem, there has to be someone else who's older, smarter, and wiser than me. There's probably 99% of the population. No, fucking, 99% of the population isn't older than me, but let's call it 70% of the population is older, wiser, smarter than me. People have fucking degrees in this shit. Then why is no one pointing it out? I scrolled through thousands of tweets today, and I just hoped I would see someone not just blindly supporting Wilbur because he's their favorite content creator. Content creators can fuck up their people, okay? And guess what? If you fuck up as a content creator, guess what? That person doesn't like you anymore, they'll move on to the next. Congratulations, your career's over. Or you have the stands who will stick to the dude like it's fucking nothing you can do wrong. And for those people, you also need to get checked out. That's a parasocial relationship. Sorry to tell you. But man, it's so wrong. It's so wrong. It's so wrong. Everything in that situation is so fucked up. It's fucked. And you see, this is why I worry. Because I feel like I need to speak about this because, dude, I'm 19 and I'm sitting down at 11:30 at night making this video because I didn't see anyone I would not have made this video if I just saw one person just fucking not just blind hate or blind following because they support or they love this person. Everyone who supports Shelby, congratulations, guess what? You're good. But everyone who did anything else besides that, unnecessary hate, fueling the fucking other hate in the situation. What was your need? Let's have a little bit of a breakdown here. I want to actually ask you, genuinely, did you wake up this morning and go onto Twitter and see this? You did, obviously, because I saw a lot of people's tweets. My question to you, what made you feel like an fuck, man. What made you feel like you have any right to say the things you're saying? Because you own a Twitter account? Why? Because you live where? In any part of the country? What I want to know what made you feel worthy or obligated to put your 2 cents in. I'll tell you why I feel like I need to put my 2 cents in, because I saw no one saying the thing I wanted to see, which was support the victims, support the ones who've been trespassed, support the ones who've had ill intent towards them. Do that. This part here, the fourth thing, don't add unnecessary fuel to the fire. Do you think that it makes Shovel feel good? That you're so on her side, you're willing to kill someone? Or at least pretend. Or at least have the intent to. Do you think Shovel wants that? Do you think Shovel wants to read through the replies of her tweets and see her ex? People are writing about him being beheaded in public, a public execution, burning him at the stake, not metaphorically, setting him on fire, finding out where he lives. Someone asked Shelby, give him the address. I'll make sure he never says or touches you again. what made you feel like that? My main point of why we as a species might be fucked in the future is not climate change. It's not overpopulation. It's nothing like that. It's the fact that the future Generation Alpha, Generation Z, what I'm part of, we're numb, mostly numb, to feelings. Not our feelings, other people's feelings. We're numb to the fact that a man set himself on fire for Palestine. And people have watched that video and done nothing. I sat there and I watched that video and I felt sadness. Because I know what drives a person to, doing that. Not necessarily self-immolation, but taking one's life. I know. And the last thing I ever want to see is that being glorified and publicized and seen as something any less than a horrific tragedy to a young man whose life was cut short by an ill decision and something not being okay in his head, whether it was post-trauma, whether it was a undiagnosed mental illness. We're so fucked. I hope I'm not around to see what damage the people who speak like that publicly online. I hope I don't live to see the day what damage they'll cause to this world. Because a gamma ray isn't going to wipe us out. A meteor isn't going to wipe us out. We're going to wipe ourselves out. And it's not going to be a nuke threat. It's not going to be anything like that. People will be so full of hatred towards each other. Nothing will happen. People will just be so full of hatred towards anyone who has has another opinion than that they will murder, slaughter. People are so nullified to death and harm online. And I've been there. I've been the example. I did run the gauntlet. I watched a fuck ton of Live Leak. I was there when r/fucking Make My Coffin was around. When r/watching people die was around. I've probably watched fucking 300 videos of someone losing their life. In many methods. In different ways. Before I was 16. Because unrestricted internet access leads to curiosity. Leads to one of your friends showing you a cool video. It's changed because I've stopped doing it. And I've actually, but during that time, I would stare at the screen blankly, watching someone lose their fucking life. I'm glad that I've stopped going and searching for those sort of things because life has become better. A lot better. When you surround yourself with positivity, life tends to be a lot better. And that's what I want. those people who put those messages out today, I feel upset on your behalf. I'm not angry at you because of the message you sent to Wilbur, or to Shelby, or to any other person on the internet, or to Ludwig, for instance. The guy who said, I'm not upset at you. I worry because you carry such hatred in yourself that you will undoubtedly do the exact thing that you are angry against. It's a very fucking overused and stupid moral or metaphor, but it makes sense that fucking hurt people hurt people. I don't know when it was said. I don't know who it was said about. I've heard that quote from a mate too many times to even know where else it's from. I don't know where it's from. But a person who is so fooled and fueled by hatred, what do you do when you're not online? How do you spend your time? Because I can tell you one thing, the hate that you express online does not stay online. Imagery, videos, documents, threads, any negativity you share or witness online never stays online. Sitting in your head, and that builds and that builds and that builds, and the pressure and the pressure and the pressure, and the more you cram into that little spot in the back of your mind with hatred and negativity and all this bad stuff until it's so compact, it blows. And then you have an outburst. Of what? Someone doesn't give you a pencil that you need. You ask your mate for $5 and he can't give it to you. The smallest thing. The straw that broke the camel's back, you know? And you will do or say something that you undoubtedly spoke against on Twitter and throw a hate brigade at the person that did that. I'm just some guy. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not celebrity material. I don't like fame. I got this whole shit on because I want my privacy. If you find out where I live, if you find out who I am, congratulations. Cool. If you find out who I am, and you want to DM me congrats, I will just cut you up my life. So, cool. Anyway, it's so bad. I as I say, I'm a normal guy. I just exist. Okay. I don't have a job right now. I'm unemployed. I got a girlfriend. I got a parent. I got a house. I got a bed. I sleep. I eat. I shit. I shower. I laugh. Cry. You know, I'm a person. I'm a dude. But why am I the one who has to say this? I said it before. There are people who are so much smarter, so much wiser, and have learnt with age about what's going on. I guess they won't be lurking in a Minecraft YouTuber thread, but I would think at least someone would have a similar idea. I didn't see one. Not even one person. It's why I decided to make this, because how? How is this possible? That's why I was agreeing with Ludwig. We're going to go back to the main stuff now. But it's why I agreed with him. I feel like a crazy person here. And please, if I am wrong, don't just spam a hate brigade, because I'm just not going to look. I've seen enough of it today. If you think I'm wrong, tell me. Give me pointers. Say that I agreed on this or didn't agree on that. Because I'm just me. I ain't fame material. Your boy doesn't want to be famous. If I could get a decent job from streaming, that would be fun, but famous is in, I don't want this shit anyway. Okay? That's why I put the glasses and this on. Okay? I know, Crispy's breaking out a character. Oh no, what are we gonna do? I put this on, okay? And I put these on. Because I don't want to be famous. Okay? I like my private life. If I could be famous while having this on, cool. Because then I can still keep my private life. But I shouldn't have to be the one to do this. Dude, I am 19 and I live in South Africa. There is plenty of, first of all, fucking American streamers who have a decent following. Why is no one saying this? Why is no one with purpose behind? I don't have purpose behind me. I don't have people that I can try and spread the word of, like, just be positive. I don't have people to do that with. There are people out there that do. Come on. It's not hard. I said it in my tweet, shut the fuck up. If you have got nothing positive to add to the situation, why reply? What purpose do you have? Reply. What purpose? What does it fulfill in your life? Reply. Do you get some sense of justice telling some dude that you're going to go and cut his head off, slit his throat in his sleep? Does that make you feel powerful? Does it give you the sense of strength that you lack within yourself? I just want to know. What is it? And my main issue is that majority of these people are 15, 16, you know? So they actually don't give a shit what I'm saying. Because I'm not doing this as a trend. I'm not keeping to tabs and trends and hashtags. I'm not trying to do this for views, people. I'm doing this because this is fucked. Okay? We are fucked if we don't change. Okay? They just want to be on the harp. Thank you, Kicking Bad. That is exactly it. They just want to be part of it. They want to say, oh, I was there when Wilbur was being fucking raped. When I told him to go and slit his throat. I told him I'd come and fucking cut his head off in his sleep. I told him I'm going to go fucking sexually assault his mom in front of him. Like, who are these people and how do they think that's right? Huh? How in your right mind is that okay to say? You're not helping. You're not even supporting at that point. You're just there to hate. You're just there to hate. Do you understand the words that I'm saying? You're just there to hate. Support, people. Support. Fucking hell. Support. Bring positivity to the people who you want to. And the people who you don't want to bring positivity to, bring nothing to the table. Nothing. Nothing speaks more of a message than something hateful. Imagine if Wilbur had opened that tweet today, because he expected that it was going to get around 30 to 50,000 fucking comments in it, okay? Because that's how Twitter works. Imagine if he had opened his tweet today, and all he had seen was from his friends in the reply saying, wow, dude, you could have done better. And no one else had said a thing. Now, wouldn't that be way more impactful than a hate brigade of 30,000 people? Just 20 replies to a man who has over 1 million followers on Twitter. Just 20. He didn't change a thing about who could reply on his tweet. And imagine how much impact that would have if all the tweets had were just his friends' replies saying, wow, dude, I'm disappointed. You could have done better. How much more impact would that have than 30,000 nothings spouting out nonsense about how they're going to go kill him? Does that not make sense? if you're going for impact, stop following the fucking crowd. Do you know how much silence speaks? When they say silence speaks volumes, it's not just a metaphor. It's fucking true. Have you stood in front of someone and let them lie to your face, and instead of butting in, you just stay quiet? Have you seen how someone struggles to try and explain themselves when they're caught in a lie, without you saying a single thing? Just staring at them, silent. They're going in loops and wrapping themselves around their own lies, trying to over-explain themselves. And guess what? They just end up quitting and saying, I was a lie. Or they get so defeated, they try and give some half-assed recovery, and everyone around knows that they're fucking stupid. If you are really honestly about support for people who have actually suffered through an ordeal, support them. Don't make this about your fucking self-righteous bullshit. Or don't. Don't listen to me. I'm just some guy. Next thing I just want to get onto is that a lot of people have been using clips from YouTube and stuff to try and justify him being some sort of manic manipulator, whereas a lot of these are just skits or accidents and stuff. So this one says, just want to bring this Wilbur clip back because it's always made me feel uncomfortable. Bear in mind this was right after Techno's cancer treatment. Fuck Wilbur.
So I was like gently throwing them into a bag he was holding on the ground in the garden. And at one point he said that I was really bad at throwing. So I just took an apple and as hard as I could pelted it. I pelted it at Techno. And I aimed for like his stomach, but I missed and hit him right here. Right where his surgery was. And my boy Technoblade, he's a champion because he just puts down the basket and just stands there like this. And just waits. I felt so bad. I felt so bad, but also it was quite funny and he did deserve it. So I was like gently...
Okay, so that deserve it part, obviously, it's a joke, okay? And this guy here, just want to bring this up, cool, so whatever, bear in mind, fuck Wilbur said. Okay, cool. So, just simply, were you there? Oh, it's made you feel uncomfortable, has it? Why? Why is it... So you're bringing this up now? You bring this up now? And not when the clip originally came out? Bring it up now that it makes you feel uncomfortable. But back then, you didn't say anything? Why now? Wilbur and Techno, as the community knows it, they were friends. They got to meet up. They met in real life. They were friends, okay? And dude, I've fucking chucked my friends around in public. They've chucked me around in public, okay? We do stupid shit because we're fucking dudes. And that's what dudes do. We fucking throw each other around, we punch each other, and we fucking laugh about it afterwards. I got pelted in the head with a fucking full Pringles can once. Okay? Have you ever been full pelted in the head with a fucking Pringles can? You hear the sound, it goes ding! And it fucking hurts because it has a little rim on the outside that's like steel, aluminium, whatever they use. And that shit fucking left a cut in my head. Okay? No one went around saying, oh my god, Crispy's friends are abusers. When they did that, it always made me... No, because, dude, we're fucking dudes. Okay? That's what you do. Techno went, you're really shit at throwing. Will went, I bet, and threw the apple as hard as he fucking could. Hit Techno in the fucking arm. I'm sure Wilbur went, oh shit. I'm sorry, dude. He didn't stand there deadpan going, oh, I hit you in your surgery, did I? Oops. No. He's making a joke out of it now because they're allowed to make a joke out of it afterwards. Huh? He hit him where he was surgery was, and he just said, Technoblade, the fucking trooper that he is, stood there and took it, you know, and just waited. And he's like, oh, it was pretty funny. With him saying funny, if it was such a serious situation, he would never bring it up because he would know for the fact that Techno would actually be like, that's actually not how it went, you know? Wilbur wouldn't bring up a story that would possibly throw him into fucking hot water. This is obviously just fucking dudes being dudes. Okay? If I'm wrong, again, tell me. Constructively.
Bad. I felt so bad, but also it was quite funny, and he did deserve it. Bad.
They've clipped that part.
I felt so bad, but also it was quite funny, and he did deserve it.
The deserve it part is literally fucking a joke. Oh my god. It's that... I don't know when. It's like, there's sometimes it bounces between everything can be a joke and then nothing can be a joke on Twitter. Is that not true? Everything can be a joke until someone does something a little bit different. Then, like, everything they've said before is taken 100% seriously and with full frontal fucking, like, honesty. And they're not allowed to make jokes anymore. This was before anything had happened. Okay? He was making a joke. He was telling a story about him and fucking Techno. That's it. No malicious intent. He's not fucking letting a mask drop for a second, dude. He's not some fucking mastermind manipulator trying to get That's just fucked in the head a little bit. Did some fucked up shit to his ex-girlfriend. And it has a lot of explaining to do to some friends and family. And a lot of apologizing. That's the case. And then there was just a whole ass. This one was just Shelby explaining everything as we saw, and then
has bitten me harder than that.
and then they're talking about Wilbur biting them.
He just bites everyone. He'd bite you.
He never bit me when I met him.
He would. Wilbur said bite.
Okay, so you also see there. Mick says he never bit her when she met him. I don't know who this is in the picture, in who's talking. I don't know who this is. Sorry, I don't know. I haven't been on that side of Twitch or YouTube. I guess I don't know who she is, but it just this.
He'd bite you.
He never bit me.
Like she said, he's bitten me. He bites everyone. He'd probably bite you.
He just bites everyone. He'd bite you.
He never bit me when I met him.
He never bit me when I met him.
He would.
He would. But he didn't. So, what? What? Huh? Minx just said, oh, he never did that when I met him. And this other lady over here has just said, he would. Like, no, well, he clearly didn't. He clearly wouldn't because they met before and he didn't. So...
Wilbur said bite.
He would even joke that it looked like he abused me. And eventually he did acknowledge how bad it looked, that I was covered in bruises all the time. So he stopped.
I've watched this part through, I think. And let's just watch it through. Let's watch it through.
Biting
Just
my
make sure.
arms as often, and he started biting my legs instead.
Look, no, I can't. I'm not sure. Oh.
Okay, so again, that's a little fucked. Instead of like addressing the actual situation, he went from being like, "Oh, your bruises are displayed to the public. Oh God, it looks like I'm abusing you." Instead of making your bruises to the public, let's just put your bruises in some place the public won't see, like your legs. That's not the issue here, Wilbur. The issue was that you were leaving bruises all over her. That was the issue. Not where they were, it was that you were doing that. Okay, cool. At least that's what she's saying, from her perspective. This is Wilbur biting James. And you know what? Biting someone is a sign of affection. Biting people is a sign of affection, okay? That is something some people do. I don't do it, because I'm scared I'm going to bite too hard. Like, I just don't really have an interest in it. I never thought biting to be sexy. Biting can be fucking scary, bro. Seen how much fucking bacteria human mouths have? Human bites are one of the fucking most dangerous bites you can get. compared to any animal, you know?
So I broke up with him, and I didn't even want to, because I couldn't even see for such a long time after what it really was that had happened, that he had abused me. And in fact, we left things as we want to be friends, and he can never imagine not speaking to me again. And then he never spoke to me again. All the cleaning, all the laundry, all of it, I was paying for all of the like paper towels, like soap, all of that.
I had a bit of a slight disagreement with one of the things that she like bringing up the fact that he like lived in filth. It's pretty gross, but also kind of like unnecessary. It didn't really it didn't add like context. It just going to like descriptions of like how he was just unclean, like describing how he like washed his clothes. Like, eh, it's not really. It's difficult because she's gone through a lot, and I think in her mind, in her way, she is expressing what's happened because she's definitely expressing what happened. But it still felt like some of the information was a little bit unnecessary or just argumentative or put downish. Like he fucked up and call him out for the bullshit that he did. Shame him for the fact that he abused you. Just it's. There's gonna be people who are like, "Oh no, you're defending him because she's just she. We can say whatever because he's an abuser." Nah, just like talk shit about the shit that he did, like that actually harmed you. If him living in filth like affected your mental health or affected you in any negative way, then bring it up. But if you just bring it up for the sake of like to make him seem like a pretty nasty individual who just doesn't wash and needs like I don't know if that's the best way about it, but that's just me as well. Again, if I'm wrong, please tell me so. Put some pointers. Where have you found this? I will listen and take it from there.
That only stayed in the house so long as I was buying it. I would arrive and there
My life,
instead.
Okay, so she was talking about like how he wouldn't have toilet paper, but he'd have like paper towel. Which I mean, it's still like toilet paper. Ugh, I don't know. It's all just weird that like we're talking about serious issues here, like her being abused. But I'm having to fucking argue about she's bringing up the fact that he didn't have toilet paper in her house. It's just it's a mess, man. I'm just my view is that like justice should be justice, bro. Justice is justice where someone's done something fucking like hurtful and illegal and shameful that definitely should be brought up, and they definitely should have to apologize for it to the people and parties involved. I feel like I always have to say that now. It's whatever. But the other stuff isn't really needed. I mean, at what point, like, if let's do for instance, like, if she had said that, oh yeah, also like the biting, whatever, because let's just say like, oh no, he did the biting because he was really shitty in bed or he couldn't get hard. Like, if she had said that in her video, would anyone have picked up on it? Because it's still like the dude is unclean for a reason. Everyone knows. Everyone's been brought up. Many people have been brought up on how to clean themselves. You fucking take a shower, take some fucking soap, you fucking wash your hair with fucking shampoo and conditioner, rinse that shit out, and you wash. Okay. A lot of people have been taught how to wash. Apparently, this dude wasn't because he lives uncleanly. And Shelby even said that they talked about his like past trauma and his childhood like living situation, and that's why he didn't know how to fucking take care of himself properly. And it's just it's just adding a little bit of salt to the ocean. There's lots in there that we can call him out on. We don't need extra stuff that's not needed. You focus on the fact that This is a shit situation that you've been put through, and that this is abuse. And that's what we should focus on. Not that the man doesn't wash his ass, or he uses paper towel instead of toilet paper. You know. Again, it's just my opinion.
And who knows for how long too.
Fuck my life, you cared when I was sick. No one ever gave a shit. You said you gave the world, I took it all. You fought this war one-sided, asked me, what am I doing this for? It should have been.
He would.
Okay, also just so you can't use music as any sort of evidence anywhere. It didn't NYC Melly or something go into court and they try to use this song as evidence? You can't use this evidence, just leave that part out. The song isn't needed, you know. It's not evidence. He could literally be talking about like two alpacas in the fucking Alps talking to each other about like how hard life is there. You know, that could be his imagination. But you're drawing strings where there are no concrete strings attached, you know?
Spill things on the floor and never, literally never, clean them up. He got an ant infestation once and wasn't going to do anything about it because he said, bugs are normal in British houses.
I really like bugs. Ever since I was a kid, I was really into like bugs and insects. When I was really small, there was a bunch of woodlice that used to live in our garden. Spoiler alert for the rest of this episode, by the way. They're my favorite. Woodlice are my favorite bugs. Put that on record.
Because he said he wanted to see how much fame and money he could get.
There's a jump cut here. I didn't watch the full VOD.
He wanted
record
because he said he wanted to see how much fame and money he could get.
Okay. So the bugs thing, dude, just to clean your house. Clean your house, man. Fucking wash your clothes in a washing machine. Or with detergent. Properly. If you have bugs in your house, get rid of them. Bugs are cool, but you don't want them infesting every room that you're in. Okay? Keep the bugs in the bug cages and in the jars, and then your like terrariums. Keep the bugs there, not in your house, running around rampant. You know. Again, it's also same thing as the other stuff. It's like, do you clarify this as a way of adding to the story on how or why things got so weird and why they broke up, or is it just adding more salt into the ocean or fuel to the fire? You know? Yeah. So that's the other one, and then this one was just a long string of clips where obviously these are all skits and characters. Exactly. See. This clip has been confirmed by multiple moderators to be staged. I was just about to say, I saw a moderator comment that said, hi, I was a mod. We were told beforehand this was what was going to happen, and we were prepared for it. It was one skit.
What do you want? Where's the camera? What do you want, bitch? I've got a gun. Oh, hey.
What the fuck?
What?
What the fuck are you
What?
doing? What the fuck?
I'm gonna shoot you, bitch. What?
How did you get my wallet?
What? It's not that. It's for
Are you
you.
fucking screaming?
Bitch! I'm sorry. No, I genuinely don't. You're not even
Sorry, you got all my.
What? Why is this fucking glitching?
There were 17,000 people watching that.
What would the senators think?
There were 17,000 people watching
It
that.
was funny though. It was funny. You've got to admit.
Jesus Christ, I'm sorry.
Have you seen my vlog, Joe?
I've seen your fucking.
Okay, awesome. So, and then the thread keeps going, and these are all clips like...
Ace race, so it's supposed to be for... It's an ace-themed ace race, so it's supposed to be for...
This is a joke. Wilbur did this a lot. It's kind of his character on stream. You know? He did this shit. Okay? That's a joke. Again, this is not... pushing his now ex, off screen, belittling her, while she is excited about representation for her sexuality. Dude. Come on. You're grasping at straws here, my friend. Next one. What's
Why?
this one?
So we're gonna skim up.
Okay. Yep, this immediately made me question Wilbur because this was just a month after Rambo turned 18. Also, this is the same VOD where he admits to screaming at and kicking Bilzo, who was 17 at the time, I believe. Referencing a minor and a freshly 18 person having sex using handcuffs. What the fuck?
Why?
It's okay.
I don't want to ask why, so we're gonna skim over this, right? But you guys had some handcuffs at your house.
It was for the tag stream.
Sure.
When people would get handcuffed together.
Sure. Okay, Rambo. You had some handcuffs.
It's okay.
I don't want to ask why.
Dude! Referencing a minor and a freshly 18 person having sex and using handcuffs. Weird. Oh my god. Dude. Come on. Come on. Do I have to? I'll explain this one anyway. They're friends. They're mates. This is what they do. They talk like this. They chat shit to each other. The amount of times I've chatted to him, I'll be like, oh, dude, I saw that thing in your room. What's going on? And he's like, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, oh, I saw it. Dude, that is what people do if they're friends. Do these people not know what having friends is? God. Just why? Like, this whole thread is just videos and clips of him on stream referencing giving a freshly 18 person a blowjob. This was literally so disgusting, I don't care what people say. Okay, let's see what's so disgusting. So, let's give this context, right? So, that's Rambo. And this is Wilbur, looking at him in-game. I think they're in a Discord call. Same person from the last clip that he was chatting to. They're friends. Okay? Let's have a look at how disgusting this clip is.
My face.
But if I started making various smacking noises, would that make it more calming?
You could try, baby.
This is a Minecraft event! This is a Minecraft event! We need to... Stop!
There you go.
Stop
Did that work?
Stop that now! Stop that now!
That's the clip. And that's the one, that's someone saying this is literally so disgusting. Rambo was in on it. He was clapping along. It was a joke. The amount of times I've gone to my fucking... And I have to keep saying this because I feel like these people don't know what having friends is. Because the amount of time I go to my fucking friends like, hey bro, you're looking fucking sexy today, man. It's like, oh, thanks, baby cakes. And both our girlfriends are sitting in the next room and looking at us. I'm like, oh, sorry, babe. But the bromance is first. Like, you know, that sort of dumb shit that we all laugh about afterwards. This isn't disgusting or disgraceful. And the way you can tell this person is fucking baiting everyone because of how they wording it. Referencing giving a freshly 18 person a blowjob. And it's two fucking friends going like this. What? The fucking sex noise. Input sex noise in brackets over here. And they're fucking laughing to each other. Everyone in the call started laughing. Huh? Huh? What's the next one? Okay. Not Wilbur himself, but multiple counts of women who he's been creepy to. I don't go here anymore, but seeing new allegations against Wilbur Soot.
Right. She was saying that she was... Do you remember on the first time I met you, I threw you?
Yeah, I remember. I do remember that. I do remember. What? Yes. What?
Sorry, I need a bit of elaboration. It was a consensual throwing. She was saying that she was big and strong, and so I picked her up and threw her.
Well, I wouldn't need to consensually throw a woman, let me tell you now.
Your chat doesn't seem to understand why I would throw you, Nikki.
Why you would throw me?
It was to assert dominance. You were saying you were stronger than... You were saying you were big and strong, and so...
Yeah.
Do you remember...
I don't go here anymore, but seeing new allegations against Wilbur Soot remind me of this creepiness to nature, like this guy's been odd around women for a while. Again, a bunch of friends fucking making a joke, talking about some shit they did. Everyone's reading into everything so much. Dude.
he keeps biting me. Actually, Will bites me sometimes, and I get so many bruises all the time from him biting me.
I thought you were saying that you bite people.
No, Will bites me.
Will hurt me more with biting. Wilbur has bitten me harder than that.
Yeah.
He just bites everyone. He'd bite you.
Never bit me when I met him.
He would. Wilbur bites.
You're on the boat. Thanks.
So obviously he's got a bit of a weird kink. Okay. Man's got a weird kink about biting. Don't think it's necessarily just affection. I think it's somewhat of a quote-unquote turn on for him. Okay. Let's just be honest here. Okay. Now that we established that, it is a little weird that he does that to almost everyone. Okay. If I met this dude in real life and he bit me, I'd sort of move him away and be like, hey bro, what the fuck? Chill. Dog, okay? Calm. Let's chill. So it is weird. But still everyone's laughing about it. Everyone's laughing about it. That seems to be the common thread here, that everyone is laughing about it. Disrespecting a woman per usual. Wilbur said, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we're here.
I'm so. It's weird. He's in the middle.
It's me in the middle. I'm like Malcolm. Thanks, man. Thank you. Wait, hold on. Give me a sec. Get out of here. Hey guys. So, I don't have any. Did you know, goldfish only have a 3-second memory?
No.
What? For my second fell. No! Don't bloody drown yourself. Jesus, you're so dramatic.
Whoa, get out of there. You're not a fish. You're not a fish.
Which reminds me of a joke.
This is content creators making content. Remember I told you that was that fucking Wilbur shtick? He used to shout over people. Even in fucking SMP Live days, dude. That was his shtick. They had a fucking open mic thing on SMP Live like this, dude. And he sang a song. That was one of his things. But when people told jokes, he would fucking just yell over them. Woo! That was his thing. This isn't disrespecting a woman. And also, when he goes on there, whoever the perspective of this is, they start yelling woohoo as well as soon as Wilbur stands up there. No one seemed to call this person out on whooping when Wilbur stood to the stage, but everyone's attacking Wilbur because he shouted a few times. This isn't disrespect. It's content creators making fucking content. They make this stuff so they get clicks. But they just hope that everyone knows that in the end it's all a joke. And they're just trying to make content. Okay, I think we're gonna watch like 2 more. Because honestly, this is...
Shut up, Tommy! I'm trying, please!
Don't go away with me then, oh my...
I
can't do it because Wilbur keeps getting...
Shut up, Tommy! I'm trying, please!
Don't go away with me then, oh my god.
How am I so bad at parkour, it's not even funny.
I'm not bad at parkour, you're on the same stage as me. I wouldn't be if you think you are dumb, you're a dumb idiot and I'm not dumb. I'm the youth of society.
Okay, I'm literally blocking Tommy after this. I'm blocking Tommy on every... I'm literally blocking Tommy on Discord, I'm blocking Tommy on Twitter.
If it wasn't
I'm literally muting. Hold on, 2 seconds, I'm muting Tommy.
Role model for me.
There, he's muted. There, he's muted.
Wilbur, can you unmute Tommy just for the last...
No. I'll unmute him when we get into the arena.
Have you ever had a spat with one of your friends? Because you're in a game, and they're not pulling their weight, or you're not pulling your weight, and they call you out, and you tell them to shut the fuck up? I have. I play fucking For Honor with my friends. If you know what For Honor is, let me just tell you, my friends were rep 60 when I started playing. I'm now rep 6. And I still get my asses handed to me by my friends, but the few times that I kill them, I fucking emote spam on their bodies and tell them to get fucked. And then they tell me to shut the fuck up, and I say, fuck you. And then we laugh. Because it's funny. I think that's going to be the last clip. You know what, here's, if you guys want to go have a look, this is the user who made the thread. You're welcome to go and read the thread if you shall want to. That's that. And I just keep referencing this where when I say these people seem like they don't have friends.
The guy you don't like, human, man. Most people on this fucking earth, if I sat with them and drank a beer with them, I could get along. I could see their struggles. I could empathize with them. I could see what inspires them, and we could have a conversation. But when I see people online, they don't feel human, man. It fucking blows my mind that a dude who used to watch me when I had 200 viewers.
It seems like people online are not even human. Could not have said it better myself. In what human world do you think that throwing out death threats casually is okay? Or even sane? Are you insane? Are you insane? Ask yourself that. Are you insane? I don't think you want to ask yourself that question. Anyone throwing any sort of death threat out to someone whose conflict and issue does not involve you at all. Wow. Think about that for a second. Think about it. Really do. Please. Please. Please think about it. We're going to finish off with this man. I'm not going to scroll down because the post right after this is the video. Why am I bringing this man's name up? Because look at this. Aaron Bushell is more sane and clear-headed than the majority of the American population. Someone says, I feel sorry for Aaron and their family. Nobody should use their death as a political tool. Someone replied, they meant their death to be a political tool. Someone replied, well, shouldn't use it as such. Cassandra, congratulations. You're human. Congrats. And anyone else who dares to use a man's death as a gain? I'm going to say something that doesn't share positivity as much. Fuck you. I'm only human. And I apologize for the most recent statement I may have made, saying fuck you to the people who use a man's death for gain. I'm sorry. Truly, I am sorry. And I don't think you hear it, but I am really, really sorry for you. I am. Deeply. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that your upbringing and the life that you've lived and the actions other people and yourself have made along the way have led you up to the point where you think a man who set himself on fire and burned to death, one of the most horrific and gruesome ways a person can die, is more sane and clear-headed than someone who just wants that person's family to be okay. And all you're thinking about is politics. That's only running through your head. A man has died. A man has died. No matter what he was saying, no matter what was running through his head, a man has taken his life. And you think that a person who's saying they feel sorry for his family is insane? You, my sir, are insane. And he is one of many people who think like that. They think that the political value outweighs a person's life and the happiness of his family. I can tell you one thing, if this man had a family member do the same thing, and he had seen people using him for political power and political gain, I don't think he'd be strumming the same tune on his instrument. I don't think so. I don't think so. And what frightens me more is that a lot of the people talking about Aaron Bushell are my age and below. Are teenagers. Fucking teenagers who are studying, who are going to school. Those people's biggest problem should be getting their exams done, making sure they do all their chores, making sure they get good grades in school to set themselves up in a nice university or a nice trade school or somewhere where they can move themselves forward in life to build a family and a future for themselves and their family and their friends. 15 and 16-year-olds should not have to worry about a war between Israel and Palestine. It's not their war. And I think anyone who tries to involve or indoctrinate, bring someone in, no matter whose side you fucking are on, if you're on the side of Israel, if you're on the side of Palestine, if you're on the side of fucking Mars, if you're bringing children into your battles to fight for your political side or your political party, you should really take a long, hard look at yourself. Really. Really take a long, hard look at yourself and think, wow, how did I get here in my life? Where I see a teenager commenting under a man burning alive and screaming, "Free Palestine, free Palestine." And I read in their bio they're 15 or 14. That's why I'm worried. That's why I'm worried. That's why. If I'm being quite honest, I don't really care about the war. I don't. What I do care about is the safety for the future generation and their mental health. Some of these people don't even know what trigonometry is in school. They haven't even fucking read 10 books in their lives. And now they're having to read and watch people being slaughtered in war, burning themselves alive as a martyrdom for the cause. What do you think that does to a developing child's mind? Well, few studies show that violence viewing effect. Studies completed in the 1960s, 70s, 80s conclude that viewing violence had a significant effect on the viewers, both adults and children. However, they are way more present in children. Do you know what a common symptom between people who are constantly exposed to violence and trauma is? They express less empathy for others' pain, experience greater fear of their surroundings, and engage in aggressive behavior. Now think about a 15-year-old, not living in the middle of the world, not living in the desert, not living off the scraps they found on the street. Think of your average middle-class suburban teen, 14, 15 years old. Let's go 15. And for the past year, they've been on Twitter and on Instagram. And now, all the war stuff has hit Twitter and Instagram, and they're seeing videos of Palestinians being shot, videos of Israelis having grenades thrown into their bunkers and blown to smithereens, close-up shots of a man reciting speech and paragraphs and religious tomes in front of another man and shooting him square in the forehead. A man burning himself alive for the cause. Now they've witnessed all of that, they express less sympathy for others' pain. We've talked about a man today who expressed very little sympathy for someone else's pain that he had caused. Remember when I said that people who throw hate brigades on Twitter may end up so hateful they do and commit the exact acts that they hated upon? And they engage in aggressive behavior from viewing such atrocities. Oh, aggressive behavior. Like outbursts? Like aggression? Like assault? Abuse? And experience greater fear of their surroundings. Now you put a scared, angry, unsympathetic child in a place where they are able to do harm. If that's in an online space, if that's in a real world space, how do you control it? How do you change the outcome of what's going to happen? I can tell you one thing that I've learned. My kid isn't getting a phone until he's 14, when I have a kid. Parents, if this pops up on your feed somewhere, I doubt you would have watched the 2 hours the stream is, but maybe this last part is just clipped and put somewhere else. Parents, limit your child's screen time. Put the blockers that you need to on there. Delete Twitter. They don't need it. They can keep Instagram, because all the kids love it. They don't need Twitter. No one really needs Twitter. Leave it for people who are adults. Let's just keep it to the adults. All the stuff on there is full of shit. No one needs a kid on there. You know? And if anyone disagrees with me and thinks that minors should be on Twitter, tell me. Give me a good explanation on why people who are below the age of 18 should be on Twitter. Tell me. Tell me. Is it because they're learning about the world? What part of the world they're learning about? The war? Aggression? Hate? Riots? Murder? Self-immolation? Is that what you want your children to learn? Is that what you want them exposed to? Congratulations. Congrats. If you believe that, look at the title of the stream again, and you'll understand why I'm saying this. And that's it. That's everything. It's currently 1 in the morning. I've said my piece. If you've watched this, thank you. If you clicked off, thank you for watching part of it. If you feel like I've said some stuff that is wrong, or you don't agree with, please. Constructive criticism. Break it down. Tell me what you agree with, tell me what you don't. If you don't agree with anything I've said in this video, well, congrats. You're hating. You're full of hate, because I've said some stuff on here that cannot be disputed. Such as a child being totally exposed to war and violence throughout their developmental stages in life. Anyone disagrees with that? I would love to see your argument against it. But, that's it. It's everything. Take my word as face value. I'm 19, I'm from a third world country, and I've been chronically online for 6 years, 5-6 years. Take it from someone who's seen a lot of fucked up shit on the internet. Don't let your kids turn into me. Don't let them be exposed to stuff that I can't forget. Please. Please. Said my piece. Thank you so much. I will see you sometime. Thank you, Kicking Band, for being here for the whole thing. Thanks. And try and find a bit of positivity tomorrow. Something to brighten the day. Surround yourself with positivity because you never know when it might go away. Cool. Thanks.